All right, so if you missed the Zoom or you just want a refresher on how to complete part one, I'm just going to quickly go over it. So the idea is for you to just practice your anatomical language. And the best way to do that is just by applying it to something fun. Okay, so the Get Up Challenge, it was like a year or two ago. And it's just a really just fun kind of country-ish song. In your slides, you guys have a link. So it would be like click here, right? It's going to take you to a YouTube video. Make sure you guys are using that specific video because the directions are very specific times and you're going to get the answers wrong if you use a different video. So when you're watching the video, it's going to, on the worksheet or in your slides, right, it's going to tell you to stop the video, or pay attention to a part of the video at a certain time. And it also, the way we set up the chart, right, is so that it's focusing on just a couple directional terms at a time. So for the section, right, for the 2 minutes to 2:02, it's going to focus specifically on anterior, which is the ventral side, and the posterior, which is the dorsal side. And just gives you the definition in case you need a refresher. Okay, so anterior being front or belly side, right? Posterior back, right? So you're going to watch the video. Okay, so 2 minutes to 2:02. Okay, so you can fast forward if you want. Okay, because he just kind of goes over the tutorial of the moves. Okay, and so we'll just do this. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with. So you're looking at, again, what happened between 2 minutes, and you can go back and forth, right? 2 minutes, okay? Grab a sweetheart and spin out with them. So what you're going to do is apply the terms, the anterior and the posterior, right, to what is happening in the video. So you would say maybe Blanco Brown spins his body from an anterior position to a posterior position. Back to an anterior position. So you're just basically saying he's facing forward, right? Then he turns to his back, and then he faces forward again. So he's basically spinning. We're not just going to say he's spinning. We're going to practice our anatomical terms. So Blanco Brown spins his body specifically from an anterior position to a posterior position and back to an anterior position. We can double check that again if we just wanted to make sure it makes sense. Okay. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Okay, and I'm sure there's a lot more happening with his dance move than the anterior and the posterior, but for this, we're just going to focus on these two terms, okay? And then you're going to jump down to the 2:03 and to the 2:07, and you're going to focus on medial and lateral, okay? So again, if you want a refresher, medial, if it's hard to see, you could always zoom in, right? I always suggest doing that. Medial towards the midline of the body on the inner side, and then lateral basically is away from the midline of the body, okay? So it's on the outer side of, and it seems like it's like missing something. It's just saying it's on the outer side of whatever, right? Or on the inner side of whatever, okay? So basically you just watch the video again, 2:03, okay, which is basically right where you stopped, right, to 2:07. Hold down and get into it. So for here, you want to pay attention to, well, what's going medial, what's going lateral, okay? So I'm not going to type in all the answers here, but I am going to watch it one more time and maybe talk to you guys about what you saw, okay? So again, 2:03, okay? So you can see his legs, right, are going lateral, medial, right? That's kind of like what you're looking at. Okay, and if you look, it's still the 2:07, right? And so his hands or his palmar region, right, starts to face, it goes like kind of medial to lateral, okay? So again, you're being as descriptive as possible. Okay, I know here I only put analyze the way his legs move, right? But you could always practice a little bit more and add in a little bit of extra. Okay, you don't have to, but I just always think it's a good idea. So that's basically how you would go about doing that. Hopefully you have fun with it.